Well, everybody, this is Morpeth town centre. This is the main street. It's part of the busiest part in Morpeth, and we appear to have just bought the second oldest building in the area. It is also the second most haunted building in the northeast. I've now got keys, and I've just had that "oh crap, what have I done" moment. It used to be a bar. So shut the door behind us so we don't get customers coming in. Used to be a bar called Chambers for many years, then it changed to a bar called Beaumont, then it was driven into the ground. So we are going to remodel this extensively. Ground floor is just shy of 18 metres long and about 10.5 to 11 wide. I do have a new colleague with us, but he's kind of trying to hide out of the way of the camera. This is a listed building, and this fireplace is listed, so Lord knows how I'm going to restore the holes that the last occupant put in, but I'm sure we'll come up with something. The cupboard is also listed, although the doors from B&Q I do have to replace, but I don't know where I'm going to get 200-year-old doors. Electric-wise, everything's going to be relocated out of this cupboard. We're having a full rewire. This bar is going, full stop. It's not in the right place for us. It's a bit of a bottleneck. So our new bar and food serving area will be at the back here, and will be flush with that post, the purple one. We are going to keep some bits of ceiling, but DJ box is going, everything else is coming down because there is a really nice ceiling above this with beams and all the rest of it, so we're going to be reinstating that. Downstairs is planned to be tables around the walls, like you would find in a regular bar. Tables and chairs, coffee shop style. Will be PCs down here. They will mainly be on this wall. We'll be trying to flatten out as many of the alcoves as we can. We'll get as many down here as we can. I think we're about 6 or 7 along this wall. There's going to be some racing sims and flight sims here where young Ryan is stood at the minute. Unfortunately, I can't knock out that bit of wall. It's load bearing, so as is this post. But we've got all the usual facilities. We're quite fortunate that part of this has been refitted previously, but it's going to get the kind of clever makeover, if you like. This unit will be branded as Emporium, so we've got the ladies and the gents. We're all very reasonably smart. Does need a lick of paint, tidy, bit of cosmetic work. We do have our back of house cellar, as we call it, even though it's not in the basement. This will be where all the alcohol kegs and all that kind of stuff comes from. The backyard, well, the backyard isn't really a backyard. It's about 4 foot square. It's enough space for 2 air conditioning units and then nothing. It's a brick wall after that. So, as I say, we are getting a full rewire, so most of this will be ripped out, and we'll see how that goes. But more interestingly, the bit we're in at the minute is the extension, which is about 100 years old itself. The original building is where this pillar is. So this is a fire exit. We do have to keep it, but these stairs, I'm not quite sure what the former occupants did with the original stairs. But we're getting these changed. We're putting a staircase in that's a bit more befitting what we're doing. Something that is capable of taking lots of traffic, because we can't have the public up on the first floor when we get it done. The second floor, there's not enough fire exits, so while we can use it as offices, we can't have the general public there. So we're now going into what was a flat. That wall is staying. This is all being ripped out, including the wall. The former occupier was using this as an office. Not quite sure how that worked for them, but never mind. So all of this is coming out, and this is going to become a small showroom. So think Canny Clever style little showroom. The wall in these two rooms, the joiner wall is coming down. Again, the ceiling's being pulled down, and we're going to expose the beams and restore this back to old. Obviously, gas fire's going. Windows are all being took out, restored and put back. Repainted in white on the outside as well, because it's part of the planning permission. These doors will be gone. This will be open plan. Again, this wall's going. Windows fixed, ceiling's coming down, and another listed fireplace. So I need to get a chimney sweep out and make sure that they're fully functional. There is temporary wiring scattered all over the place, and I've got no idea why. But again, it's all coming out. Not quite sure what we're going to use the bit under the stairs for, but I'm sure we'll get creative. Somebody's robbed the carpet, so we'll just have to watch our feet on the gripper rods. But this floor up here is going to be our office space. Well, we don't need huge amounts here. We do need some backup servers and things up here. All of the stud partition walls up here are coming down, and we're going to be left with a most incredible office. Getting the floor took up, new floorboards relaid. Obviously the electrics are being done. We're pulling Cat 6 right through, fibre where it's appropriate. That wall's coming out, so it will be the full size of the second floor. All in all, it's a bit of a project. I did hope to get it open by Christmas, but I think, if I'm realistic, I think we're going to be the end of January. There's a couple of minor works to do outside, and the windows need a lot of work. But yeah, we are on the main road and the main junction into Morpeth, so we're going to get plenty of people seeing the place and hopefully lots of business. But that's it for this one, and I'll keep you up to date with improvements.